The ninth chapter of The Art of War is titled Armed March. This chapter discusses heavily on exploring the landscapes of competitive battlegrounds. Sun Tzu makes it clear from the beginning that the purpose of good positioning on the ground is to be better positioned than your competitors. The secret topic behind this chapter is competitive exploration. He immediately describes four general battlefields in which we compete. The Warrior's Rulebook, as found on Sun Tzu's websites, describes that this lesson applies to our best opportunities and getting advantage in specific engagements. These four grounds are mountains, rivers, marshes, and plateaus. Mountains represent conditions around you that are unfair. In these grounds, you must have the support of the high ground. These topics are very conceptual, but represent concrete ideas. High ground can mean the support of bigwigs, popular opinion, or others that have the support of gravity in your environment. Rivers represent dynamic landscapes. The ground itself is literally changing constantly, sometimes faster, sometimes slower. In these environments, the advantages lie, or best opportunities are the ones that leverage the current. In the technology business, those that take opportunities that put them ahead of the curve, at the same time, literally put other companies behind them. Sun Tzu warns that when the current of change gets too fast for you or any competitor, you have to not take on any opportunities and protect yourself. The book, The Golden Key to Strategy, calls these conditions change storms. Marshes represent landscapes that are uncertain. Sun Tzu recommends getting out of these landscapes as soon as possible. Often strategists call these indecision bogs because it is a time where people can get stuck into not making any decisions, when in reality making decisions is the only way you can make progress, especially in these places. When you are in these marshlands, Sun Tzu recommends finding good footing, places where you can stand. You can use a series of stable points as a path to get you out of the marsh. These represent sticking to small islands of certainty in your situation. And the last main ground is level plateaus. These are ideal battlegrounds because they're the opposite of the other three environments. It's a level playing field, it's solid ground, and it has certain footing. In these arenas, it is important to use your positioning. Section 4.3 of the Warriors Rulebook places more illustration and detail into these concepts and how they relate to your own challenges. Sun Tzu goes on about the other kinds of specific landscapes within these environments, like obstructions to your visibility and to help you explore the landscape. He warns that when you're running low on resources, you have to stop. When you stop, you find a defendable place to build up your resources. In this case, it's a lot like a pit stop in NASCAR. You have to get gas, fix your tires, or whatever before you can keep racing. After that, he explains in detail how to understand the competitor's situation and their direction, and how to make decisions based on their behavior. Sun Tzu emphasizes in these situations to believe actions more than words because actions have costs attached to them. However, though it is like in poker, everyone is doing things based upon the incentive to achieve their goals, in this case to win the poker game. But here, Sun Tzu shows you how to filter their actions to what the actions mean. The final lessons are golden lessons on how to get the most out of people. Sun Tzu emphasizes having trained men and what you can do to get the most from them. Well, that's basically all for this chapter. Most of the main secrets are actually reading through it. It's a longer chapter, but nonetheless a good one.